Evening. With more on tonight's game, let's send it upstairs now to Howie Rose and Butch Goring. And gentlemen, what did you think of the snub that Okposo had on the Olympic team?
Peter, I thought it was a huge injustice, and I know that it's been floated that there were concerns about Okposo playing on the bigger ice surface. Well, that's what he did at the University of Minnesota, where they had an Olympic-sized rink, and he was a first-round pick. He was a point-a-game players one year, playing on that bigger surface at the World Junior Championship. You know, I hate to sound parochial, but there's no other way for me to think than when you've been where the Islanders have been for the last 2 decades, it stands to reason that you are going to find yourselves disrespected, more so than most other teams in the National Hockey League. We've talked about this before. I think the Islanders and some of their personnel are often disrespected around the National Hockey League. He's, meaning Okposo, part of the solution here, not part of the problem. And I think this is just not only a grave injustice, but it's another unfortunate and unfair example of a New York Islander or the New York Islanders being disrespected. What do you think?
I like the fact you're a little angry. It's usually me. I think it's wonderful, Howie. But, you know, when you look at the Olympics, it's made up of guys who play in the National Hockey League. Duh, Okposo is number 12 in the scoring race, so he must have some ability. And when you look around and you say, who's better than him in the American scoring race? Well, there's only one guy, and that's Patrick Kane. So look at the Russian team. You think they're going to let their 2 guys off the scoring parade with Ovechkin and Malkin? I don't think so. Go to the Swedish team, Backstrom and Steen. Do you think Steen's going to get left off? No, I don't think so. So the American team is so strong, so good, so talented, they can leave the second-best scorer in the entire National Hockey League off their team.
All right, now we'll step down from the soapbox here and talk about a guy who is certainly never in doubt of being on the Canadian Olympic team, and that's the captain of the Islanders, John Tavares.